Hi, Jesus. All right, here is your first lesson on the bass. So make sure you have your bass out. Make sure you have your book and your stand out. You'll need to take your end pin to level 4. Okay, this bass is really tall, so I actually don't even have to take it out because it's really big. It's bigger than yours. But you'll have to take your end pin out to level 4. All right, I showed you how to do that yesterday. And then once you have all of that ready, your book, your instrument, your bow, and your stand, then we're ready to go, okay? So I'm gonna get down my book so I can look at your book, see what we have. We're gonna start at the beginning, of course. And at the beginning of your book, you'll see that there's a picture of the bass, okay? It says page 2, and it says the double bass, okay? The double bass, it's called a double bass because it's different from the bass guitar. Bass guitars go sideways, they have the same strings, but the double bass is the big one. It makes a big low sound. So you'll see there, let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You need to know 13 parts of your instrument. So you need to know what the names of the parts are. Next week, I'm gonna ask you to name all of them. So I'll show you how I would remember them. We're gonna start from the top and work our way to the bottom, okay? First thing we need to know, this is the scroll up here. It's the swirly part. It's called the scroll because usually we would have paper scrolls that are rolled up like that, all swirly. So here we have the scroll, okay? This part up here is the head of your bass. So you can kind of think of your bass, it's kind of like your body, okay? It's got a head, it's got a neck, and this is the body of the bass, okay? So we've got the head, the neck, and the body. Up here on the head, we have the scroll. We have the tuners. Right there it says machine head, which is funny, but we're gonna call them the tuners, okay? So up here are the tuners. Dun, dun, dun. This is the scroll. And then we have the peg box. So you can look inside here, and that's the box, okay? That's where your strings are connected. So again, scroll, tuners, peg box. For now, don't mess with the tuners. If you change these, it will change your strings, and we don't want to change the sound of the strings today because I checked it for you yesterday and they were good. So again, we have the head of the bass. The head of the bass has 3 parts, okay? The scroll, the tuners, and the peg box, right? Moving down, we want to look at right here. This is where the strings touch the wood. Do you see where the strings touch the wood? You can put your finger there. That's called the nut, okay? So far we've done 4. The scroll, tuners, peg box, and the nut, okay? Now moving our way down, this is the neck of your bass here. And let's see, it has 2 parts, okay? It's got the fingerboard here. And the fingerboard is the black part. You can touch that. The black part is where your fingers go. So that's the fingerboard, right? And it doesn't say it on there, but it's important that you know where your thumb goes. So you can look, and I put a sticker for you on the back. You can put your thumb. And just a reminder, on the fingerboard, you have tapes, right? Actually, you have stickers. I think mine have tapes, but you have stickers. So your first finger is this one is first. Show me one. This is your first finger is gonna go on the first tape. Your thumb goes on the back, and then your pinky, your 4th finger, show me your pinky, goes on the next tape, okay? So tell me this, say this for me. Your middle fingers don't have a sticker, okay? Say my middle fingers don't have a sticker. You can even hold them like this. And it's just these fingers, finger 1 and finger pinky, the 4th finger. 1 and 4, like that, okay? So again, we'll go from the top. The head of your bass has 3 parts, the scroll, the tuners, and the peg box where your strings go in. Then the neck of your bass has 2 parts, the nut and the fingerboard, okay? And the fingerboard actually goes all the way down here, and you can see where it stops right there, all right? When you play on the fingerboard, it's important that your thumb goes on the sticker on the back, your first finger goes on the first sticker, and your 4th finger goes on the next sticker. It'll look like that. When you play the bass, you want to be tall, and you want to have your bird wing up, okay? You can flap your wings like this and have your bird wing up. Not way up here, not way down here, but like comfortably up like that, nice and tall, all right? All right, good. Let's move on down. So we've got some parts of our bass here. This right here is the upper bout, the body of the bass, okay? And then you can see it goes down, and then I'm gonna make the video go a little lower. And you can see we've got C bouts here, okay? So it's just important that you know that this is the upper part, and then we have the C bouts. And then here, this is where the sound comes out. These holes, these are called F holes because they look like little Fs. You can see they look like Fs, okay? So your body so far, we have the upper bout, the C bout, and the F holes, okay? Those are the parts of the body of your bass. Now, we have a couple really important things here that I want you to notice. The bridge of your bass, this is the most delicate part. You have to be very careful with the bridge. The bridge is the wooden part here, okay? If you bump it on something or you hit it on the wall, it might fall over, okay? And so you want to be very careful with the bridge. It's the most delicate part, right? So, in the body of our bass, we have the upper bout, the C bout, the F holes, and the bridge, okay? The bridge is its own thing. It's not really part of the body. It's its own little special piece of wood, okay? Awesome. Ooh, also in your book, it says the sound post. That's inside your bass. You can carefully, if you hold very carefully, you can look inside your bass, and you might be able to see that there's a stick inside, and that stick actually holds it open. So that's really important as well. If you bump, that's why your bass is very delicate actually. If you hit it on the wall, you bump it, you drop it, that can fall over and things can fall. So you need to be very careful with your bass, especially when you're getting it out and putting it away. So ask your brother for help putting the case on and off, okay? And it's important that every day, cada dia, you put it away when you're done. Put it in the case and zip it up so it's safe when you leave, right? Okay, there's just two more. One you already know, the end pin down here, that's called the end pin. It's at the end, and it's kind of like a little pin. It slides in and out, and you already know how to make that work, so that's awesome. The last piece is this right here. This is the tail piece. It's like a cat's tail or a dog's tail, and it goes here at the end, all right? And you can see that's where your strings are connected. So your strings, they go from, oh, so big. The strings go from the nut up here, or actually they connect in the peg box. They go to the nut, they go to the bridge, and then they go all the way to the tail piece, okay? So, Jesus, when I see you next time, I'm gonna want you to tell me all the parts of your bass. I know that was a lot of parts, but I hope you can remember those. And if you can't, you can always look in your book and check and read it, okay? There's nothing wrong with checking again if you forget. So I'm going to want you to tell me the names of the part of your bass, all right? And I will see you next week. Check your email for a Google invite. I'm going to send you a Google invite in your email, and that's going to be the time that you can meet with me and show me how your bass playing is going. You're going to tell me the names of the parts of your bass, and there'll be another lesson for you next week that'll get you starting to play, okay? So once you know the parts of your bass, let me know once you're ready for it, and I will make you another video, okay? Thank you so much for being a great student, and I will see you soon. Bye.